juggernaut, which is the Melbourne Storm. Can Parramatta stop them tonight? We're about to find out. The competition leaders in full flight in 2024, and Tui Kamikamica with the opening hit-up of tonight's encounter. And they're going wide early, trying to catch the Eels defence napping. It was Meaney. Katoa. Hasn't he been in fine form this year for the Melbourne Storm? Trent Liero spent time in the Queensland Origin team, in the extended squad. King now sharing it around in the opening set of the contest. Will be Hughes kicking from inside the 40. Plenty of height on that one. Jake Tungle. That's a nice kick return. Gets it up to just shy of his own 30.
Harry Grant.
So Harry Grant was called offside, and early penalty to the Eels.
Well, it's important for the Eels to start well. They'd love to score the first try or the first two tries. This will help around like the Melbourne Storm, giving a penalty away early there. Harry Grant was offside. It'd be nice for Gutho in that first try, wouldn't it?
Game 200 for the club. Plays to Lungi. He plays it. There is Gutherson going into dummy half. Here's Lane. Well, what an opportunity this is for the Eels early on. Set restart. Hands to dummy half. It's with Arcee. He goes short. Uramu Greg. Fresh set of 6 here for Parramatta on the front foot. Brown. Well, Blore hung on down low. Wishart over the top. They're 11 metres away from the line. This small but vocal crowd getting behind the home side. Cartwright. Jack Howard doing well. Stopping the potential offload. Release. 2 tackles left in the set. An early test for the Storm. Gillard. This is nice. Gutherson puts it down. Did it go backwards? That was off a Storm player. So this is 6 more tackles.
Yeah, they're saying Nick Meaney knocked that down. 6 more for the Eels.
3 sets in a row. Campbell Gillard. Straight and hard. He's 7 metres away from the line. Hands. Look one way, goes the other. Arcee can't get away from Katoa down low. Hughes and Pappenhausen in there. They go down the short side. Here's an opportunity to pass out the back, reach out and score. Tungle, does he? Yes, he does. The Eels do strike first at home. That'll give them a lift.
Well, they've had all the ball, Parramatta. And Tungle, he gets down nice and low. We're still yet to go down to Brad Fittler on the conditions, but I can tell you it's a little bit greasy. Here's the 6 to go. Harvey Norman replay. That was the play when Nick Meaney come out at Gutherson. And then they go down a short side. Offload by Lane. He gets the ball to Tungle. He gets down nice and low in the greasy conditions and just slides over for the first try.
It was a good finish in the end. Ball over the top. Just watch the bit of footwork here. And then gets down low and drives. Good finish.
First career try in the NRL for Jake Tungle.
Brother of Isaac, plays for the Panthers. It's a good moment for Jake. But it's been all Parramatta. It was a penalty, 6 to go. A repeat set. In the opening 4 minutes, they've had the football in their hands, Parramatta. And they score the first try.
Great shot there from corner post Cam. Dijon Arcee with the kicking duties tonight for the Parramatta Eels. It's a tough task that awaits, and it's not going to swing back. Isaac Tungle with the opening try. Parramatta lead Melbourne early. Let's finally able to get a check on conditions. Sideline, Brad Fittler.
Thanks, Salty. It's been a beautiful day in Sydney today. And when that sun went down, what you noticed was just a layer of moisture across CommBank Stadium. And young Jake Tungle utilised the conditions, just slipped through a couple of tackles. It was quite nice, slippery. They're used to it.
Playing with plenty of energy and purpose, the home side. Greg, it's a strong charge. Kamikamitha there along with Katoa and King. Last play. RC running a long way before he kicked that, and perfectly positioned with Pappenhausen.
Yeah, this is the second time the Melbourne Storm have had the football, and it's been a great job by the Parramatta Eels. When you want to turn the ball over to the Melbourne Storm, you want to do it in the corner. They're restricting their time with possession. When they do have possession, they're eating it up at the right end of the field.
Well, any sense that the Melbourne Storm may have had, not that I don't think they take any game lightly, but they could have just phoned this one in tonight, has been taken away from them after this terrific start from the Eels. I know they've got a contest tonight. As Hughes kicks again from well inside his own 40. There's the try scorer, Tungle. Solid contact there from Tungle, from Katoa. Heard that one in the effects mic at home. Heard that one there as well. As Talangi goes for a run. Only picks up a few metres. Lane. And short of halfway. The Eels just inside Melbourne territory. Through the hands they go. Another opportunity here for a kick to put Melbourne right down on their line as RC puts it high in the air. Here's the contest. It's allowed to bounce. Where does it bounce? Into touch.
In the middle. Over in the middle.
Yeah,
play
brave
the ball.
play there, letting the ball bounce. There's Clint Gutherson, the captain, coming through with the pressure. And the Melbourne Storm, they'll start their set just beyond the 10-metre line. It's been a great start by Parramatta. Joey, just with the Melbourne Storm, able to come here. They've got all their guns back. Cameron Munster sitting on the bench. It's their mindset now, 8 minutes into this contest.
Well, just grind away.
Just wait.
They're a team that knows about the tempo of the game, the speed of the game.
Tyrant on the
They'll
mark.
build this game here. That penalty won't help Parramatta. Why are you asking me, Billy? You played your whole career down there. No, they'll just grind away. They don't play to the scoreboard.
Set the alarms. 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. The opening ceremony for the Paris Olympics. We'll have it all for you. Exclusive, live and free on 9. So set your alarms to get up early, or if you're Joey, just make sure you're home on time as the Storm make an error. But it's on 9 now and Stan Sport.
Great tackle, Brendan Hands. Down nice and low. Brad Fittler spoke about the conditions. The ball might be a little bit dewy. Just straight up underneath the ball there of Sean Blaw. That's the target zone.
Another 60.
That's 3 already tonight for the Eels as Madison tackled 5 metres into Storm territory. It's all Parramatta early. Gutherson.
Been getting first receiver quite a bit. The opening, Clint Gutherson. Nice pass.
Hands to Lane. That's lovely. And ends up with Tungle. Storm defence. They got across in numbers. Hands. Now Gutherson, slow pass, Madison. There's RC Brown, the halves linking up. And eventually Penasini tackled one side of the field to the other. Russell goes in the dummy half. Here's Brown passing just before the line. Last play. Hands. Goes on his own and he's going to be caught short. It's a changeover.
Back here.
There's a nice battle on that far side. Will Penasini up against Jack Howarth. 2 very talented young players. Just keep an eye on that.
Grant Anderson there with the hit up, Billy. Last week, he was unbelievable. They got him. Was he playing local league in Newcastle?
Yeah, he can play multiple positions too. He's played everywhere from 5'8" to the wing in the centres. He's got a great football knowledge. He showed plenty of speed last week as well.
Jack Howarth back in, down and back play. He got absolutely smashed before. All legal. 40-20.
Kick from well inside the 40. And Gutherson's got across. Stopped nicely there for him. Tackle there from Meany. Talangi. Future Blaze Talangi has in the game.
Well, they've got to sign him. Get it done. I understand Clint Gutherson has gone to Blaze and said, I want you to play fullback next year. Taking it out of the coaches. That's the sort of player he is, sort of person he is, Clint Gutherson. Selfless. Yeah, what a future that young man has got. Local junior, he's got to stay here. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, that's lovely pass to Lane. Can he get away from Pappenhausen? He can't. The Eels on 5. They go down the short side. Madison, oh, they put it down. Hughes has got it. Look out, because Pappy's on his inside.
Away.
He finds him. Over the halfway he goes. Here come the chasers. Gets away from Brown. Greg's there, and eventually they put him to the deck. Wiremu, Greg, where did you come from?
Well, it was Dylan Brown that saved the day. Pappenhausen was away.
They'll go from one side of the field to the other through the hands. Bloor eventually gets a pass away. It's with Howard. Inside, wonderful. Brilliant try, the Melbourne Storm. Anderson in.
Well, it all started down the other end of the field. It was Parramatta with the line break. A beautiful pass off Madison to Lane, and then he doubled up down a short side. And Pappenhausen found himself in space. I thought he was away, but it was a great cover by Dylan Brown. Here it is here. Harvey Norman replay. Doubles up on his play, Madison. And then Hughes finds his fullback. Once he gets around Wiremu Greg, it was the speed of Brown that solved the problem. Then the play went out to the left-hand side.
Wiremu Greg, he rips his hair out.
This young man, Jack Howarth, he's always had a great talent. He's found himself in first grade. He's worked hard for it and earned the opportunity. You just see here, shows his speed, great fend, and then has the presence of mind to find Grant Anderson back on the inside. The Storm strike back. Down to you, Freddie.
There's a couple of great moments in that try. The first one was Wiremu Greg, and he's chasing Pappenhausen. As Pappenhausen had to stop, you could just see his eyes going, there's no way in the world I'm running this far without not putting my hands on him. He just did whatever he had to get his hands on him. Dylan Brown then went from one side of the field to the other. And then, of course, the try scorer, Anderson, his timing coming back on the inside. And this is going to make it 6-4.
Come off. All good for the other mob? Hurry!
Grant Anderson finishing off
Stand side
a
here.
wonderful Melbourne Storm 4-pointer.
When you're ready, Clint.
One try apiece. Really just a follow-up on Jack Howarth. Do you see his future in the centres, or is he a back rower? We'll wait and see.
Yeah, look, I feel he'll work into a back row. At the moment, he's doing a great job and still got the speed to play in the centres. He's a big guy. He's got great footwork and good speed. He's always been a great talent. Spent quite a few years down in Melbourne now. And just finally cracked first grade. The Melbourne Storm come up with an error. And a big future in the game, Jack.
Yeah, once again, carrying that ball into contact there, Wishart, Tyron Wishart, and just shoulders underneath the ball. Big contact there by Bryce Cartwright. And look at that, under the ball. Pops out. Not happy, the coach. Freddie.
You were talking about that battle, Billy, over on that right-hand side. You've also got Dylan Brown, who very rare for him to play over on that side of the field because Mitchell Moses is always in total control of the right side of the field. That time, he got the better of Tyron Wishart.
Well, an opportunity now for Parramatta to hit back.
Well, you think at some stage that's going to be Cameron Munster standing opposite Dylan Brown, and that's another battle.
There's Greg on the Melbourne Storm 30. Another terrific opportunity here. Arcee plays in motion on his outside, bringing up with Brown, who looked to Gutherson and ended up going to Lane. Lane will play it. They're inside the 20. Here's Gutherson. Boy, he gets involved now. Cartwright. Lovely pass to Penasini. Can he provide a pass to Russell? No, they wrap up the ball. Anderson was there along with Blore. Hands. Now Madison with a dummy, and it almost opened up for him, but Katoa and King shut it down with the help of Kamikamitha. Last play, Parramatta. It was a slowish play the ball. Brown. Now it's with Talangi. And now, well, they dropped it. It was the last.
Knock on, hand over.
So it will be a handover. Melbourne Storm play the ball on their own 10.
And not a bad place to turn the ball over, running the ball in the last play. But that previous set, it was a blueprint to beat the Storm. A lot of ball movement, and then offloading the ball in the middle of the field. But then off the offload, you move the ball wide. Very hard to break down this Melbourne Storm defence. It's so well drilled, especially in a night when it's quite slippery. You've got to offload the ball. With
no Mitchell Moses out there, Joey, now look at the likes of Ryan Madison and Bryce Cartwright. They look the most dangerous out there using the football. They use their halves as runners and get their ball playing middles and using the football.
Good boys, great, stay on it!
Meany stays alive, bumps away from a couple of defenders.
Would he come? Would he come?
Hughes hoists it high, and that's a great take from Russell. He was very safe there, under a fair bit of pressure as well. Penasini offload. Good field position here for Parramatta. "32 metres away from the Melbourne Storm line." Jonathan Gowie, who just played the ball, he's fresh on the field. Cartwright, can he find Penasini? No, the Storm through Wishart, wrap the ball up. Inside the 20 they go again. Madison, Campbell-Gillards. He stops. Last play. Big numbers to the left for the Eels, but they go to the right. Now Brown, lovely ball. Russell! What a pass from Dylan Brown. Russell running onto it. The Eels reclaim the lead.
Yeah, this is great vision from Brandon Hands. They get a 4 and 6 split here, and it's Harry Grant that's coming out of the tackle late. They attack that player. That's the deficiency in the defensive line. Harvey Norman replay, you see Harry Grant in the headgear just getting back late. That creates the 4-on-3. And the speed of Brown just attacks the line, throws a beautiful pass over the top. There's got to be an overlap, 4 versus 3.
What about this
attacking that late man back?
What about this catch here? Made that look so easy, Sean Russell. Do we fan cam? They like that one, the Eels supporters. That was such a hard ball to take. He's at full pace too, Sean Russell. Doesn't break stride, just puts the right hand out. That was really good play.
That was a beautiful floating pass, Dylan Brown. He plays with speed, but just the softness of the pass, Joey. Look at that.
Oh, there we go. Freddie Mercury, or was it our Freddie?
I could go somewhere with that.
He's a kick from out wide. They haven't given him an easy one in the first 2 attempts. Let's have a look. Here's Arnasi. Struck that one better than his first. Will it hold its line off the upright? No goal. There you go, Freddie.
When you're ready, mate, let's go. Come on.
Parramatta in front by 2. And we've had nearly a quarter of the game. Can't take anything for granted in the NRL. Parramatta have come to play tonight at home. Lane.
No more. Josh, hold here. Go 2.
Thought there might have been a penalty there. Katoa was offside, but he didn't get involved in the tackle. Gutherson, that's lovely. Brown, Penasini, look out, Penasini. This will be play on. It went backwards. Hands has got it for the Eels.
Well, they've obviously lifted for Gutherson's 200, without a doubt. This is a different team what we've seen the last couple of months.
Madison, Gutherson, Penasini. Terrific ball movement early on from the Parramatta Eels. Here's the last. Kicking in the contest.
We're going to the 20.
Might be out to the 20. Knocked on by the Eels.
Playing with so much confidence, Parramatta. It's all coming off their dummy half. Brandon Hands. He's making it really hard work for the Melbourne Storm defence. Offloads. So much confidence.
Let him up now. Front footy up. Hold. Go 0.
Cartwright again.
Joe here. Hold.
Already 8 offloads for the Eels. To Melbourne's 1.
There's someone who loves an offload, but I'll tell you what, hasn't he produced some moments in defence? Bryce Cartwright. Katoa playing the ball for Melbourne. Grant the dummy half. Hughes at first receiver. Now Wishart drifting across field and almost passed through, but Penasini did well. Anderson goes to dummy half. Melbourne were appealing for a 6 again. Grant standing at first receiver. This will be the last play. The Aero playing it. Hughes kicking for Will Warbrick and Ali Katoa. And Gutherson safe under that one.
Hold. Wait, 2. Hold. I'll let you know. Go 1.
It's pretty hard there too by Katoa. And it shook him up. Gutherson will have a rest for about, 5 seconds. He gets straight back involved. Campbell-Gillard. And the Eels with 2 tries, both unconverted, so that 2-point lead. Kick there from RC. Warbrick takes it. That's another good chase as well. Tungle and Talangi there. Freddie, that's our Freddie.
There's a couple here today. They're both enjoying the footing. It was interesting, that set. That's Parramatta's worst set so far. The 7-tackle set from the era in goal. Be interesting how they fare this next couple of minutes. The fatigue in the game at the moment, 23 minutes in. This is where Melbourne, a little bit cheeky. This is where Melbourne nearly come to the fore.
Full moon at CommBank.
The worrying thing there was no tan lines. Where are those nudist features down in Melbourne, Bill?
No tan in Melbourne at the moment.
Big Nelson on the field. Talangi.
Hurry off that ball. Josh, you got to hold. Get square, hold.
Hands. Goes to dummy half. Russell. Solomona in there. Tackle on Russell. Offengowie. Coming off the bench tonight for the Eels. Hands. They go down that right side again. Cartwright. Offload to Brown. Law and Grant were there to wrap up the Eels 5-8. So Dijon Arce kicking. Pappenhausen. No real gaps there to get through. It's a wonderful chase there from the Eels, led by Campbell-Gillard.
The tails are up. Parramatta, full of confidence. A lot of ball movement, offloads. This is what you cannot do.
Yes.
The game was in a big cycle then. 3, 4, 5 minutes without a break. And they're going nowhere, the Melbourne Storm, but a cheap penalty.
Yeah, it's a good sign by Parramatta. They keep chase. That's where the attitude of the team is. They keep chases on, the attitude's on. They've turned up here tonight, the Eels.
Telstra is the proud naming rights partner of the NRL Telstra Premiership and has been backing the game for 20 plus years. This is footy country. Half an opening there for Wishart. This is closed quickly by Madison and Offengowie.
He's such a good player.
Liero, Hughes, Pappenhausen. No way through there for the Storm, number 1. Hughes, Liero, Wishart. He beat the first man again. Last play. Hughes. They're running it. Pappenhausen. Meany. He flicks it out the back to Pappenhausen. He keeps it alive to Hughes. They're not going to create something out of this, are they? Hughes puts a kick in. Warbrick chases, but Gutherson's there for the Eels.
Well, he's always there. And that's the strength of Clint Gutherson's game. He's always in position. And Melbourne Storm, they look like they're running downhill at the moment. And just talking to Cameron Munster before the game, and he said he was looking to come on 10 minutes before half-time. We're starting to approach that time now. It's 2 or 3 minutes away. He's on his feet, Cameron. He'll be itching to get out there.
Last play. RC with a kick. Warbrick.
Well, this time 4 years ago, he was at the Olympics, wasn't he?
Won a silver medal with
Silver.
New Zealand in the Rugby Sevens. They didn't make the Sevens, New Zealand, so must be missing Will Warbrick. There he is, Olympic medalist.
Oh, great tackle. Was that Luca Moretti? Came back for a marker. There's a tackle needed to be made.
Hughes with a kick down the corner, and it'll go into touch.
Yeah, his forwards will be happy. Work really hard, the Melbourne Storm forwards. A lot of possession, 60% of possession to the Eels. Really been working hard. Puts the ball out, gives his big boys a rest.
Yeah, starting to find their little plays through the middle of the field. Hughes, Pappenhausen combining.
Go. Trent, release your grip. Nelson, front foot, hold. Go.
All of a sudden, these are hard yards for Parramatta coming out of their own end. Mind you, that will certainly help. Good run there from Penasini. Moretti passing before the line. They go from one side of the field to the other lane. Oh, he's put it down, ends up in the hands of Harry Grant. Away you go, Harry. He loves scoring a try against Parramatta. That's against the run of play. 7 tries in his last 5 games now against the Eels for the Melbourne Storm superstar number 9.
Yeah, risk reward there for the Eels. The ball came wide. It's 2 tries now for the Storm off errors. They had space on the outside, but they decided to turn the ball inside. Harvey Norman replay, you'll see the space on the outside here. Katoa does a great job, just stays up, hits at the ball, and then Harry Grant, the champion hooker, he's always on the spot. He's been ripping in tonight. 18 tackles already in the game. Totally against the run of play.
Oh, he reads the play, Ali Katoa. He reads the play. He's been a real find coming from the Warriors. You see him there. He sees the play, he reads it, and he attacks it. And little Harry Grant, well, he never stops moving his feet. He puts himself in the position to get the scraps and runs away. You see Cameron Munster. Munster's got a card in his hand. He'll be the second interchange for the Melbourne Storm. It'll be Josh King who's coming from the field. And Melbourne will get their star number 6 back.
Cameron Munster returns, and Nick Meaney converts.
What's for a short one here because they're sending 20 metres back.
Melbourne in front now by 4. Welcome back, Cameron Munster. One of the game's real superstars. First game since Magic Round, which was, ironically, against Parramatta. Sofa Solomona playing it on his own 20. Law, offload, Grant. Here he is. Instead of playing it quickly. Now Hughes. Meaney can't find Warbrick.
Disguises that pass really well. Jerome Hughes.
Go down the short side here. Joey Katoa. Parramatta's defence. Awake to it. Talangi and Tungo in the tackle. Here's the last. Hughes hoists that one high. Asafa Solomona was leading the chase. It's been knocked on. Howarth, try.
The Parramatta Eels are appealing
Jerry,
for...
I got no try. Just confirm the knock-on from Nelson before then it goes knock-on
I
Parramatta.
thought they were appealing for a disruptor. They're both going for the ball. This is all fair play. Just watch the
Melbourne
hands.
kick chasers are cleared as onside.
It hits Nelson's.
The ball touches Nelson Asafa Solomona's hand in the contest. Just need to determine the direction. And travels forward before striking the Parramatta player. We have a decision.
Yeah, it's a no try, but it's great signs from Melbourne. You've got Asafa Solomona and and Sean Bloor
Gave yourself up.
charging through to compete
Front
for the
foot, boys,
ball.
front foot, come on. Let's go, Nelson.
You do that
Harry.
often enough, it'll turn your
Harry.
way.
No. Time's still off, Clint. Come on, mate. Just line it up. Line it up.
So just got to wait for
Let's
the
go.
official confirmation. Now we're going to play on.
Trent release. Sean, hold it, Nelson. Go one.
Just turn the intensity level up a notch.
Kendrick, no more
The
now.
Melbourne Storm.
Mikey squared, hold. Turn.
They do so very well.
Nelson, release it. You got to hold, Trent. You got to hold. Go through.
Gutherson. Brown and Talangi. Look out if Blaze Talangi beats the defender. He'll be off and gone quick smart. Lane. He's wrapped up. Last play here for Parramatta.
Hold. Go far.
Arcee doing a bulk of the kicking. This is going to be, well, they allowed Brown to take it. And then Hughes and Pappenhausen wrap up the Eels.
No,
5-8.
Jerome, wait. No.
He's the New South Wales State of Origin coach, Michael Maguire, in the crowd.
It's live and free on Channel 9. Sitting at home in your pyjamas and your Ugg boots. He's out here watching Bill. He was at the Melbourne Storm for a long time. He'll be out here supporting the Storm.
He started his coaching career down at the Melbourne Storm back in 2004 and 5, I think, as the assistant coach.
Anderson.
Confidence of Anderson.
That quick acceleration he has too.
Change of direction. Looks so strong.
Look at this from one side to the other. Katoa almost able to pop a pass to Meany. He hung on to it. Hughes kicks. Here's the contest. And everything in the background was cleared. Storm were appealing for a penalty. They thought a player was taken out.
Yeah, Munster hit the ground. You can already see the fluency of the Melbourne Storm attack. Added Cameron Munster in there. And he floats across field. Westpac Red zone.
Look at that. All Eels. 14 play the balls. Goes to show the dominance. The first 20-25 minutes they had all that ball in field position.
Well, here's on debut, Dan Keir at 26 years of age. And he gets some time in the first half. A back rower. I'll tell you more about him. Originally from Canberra, played the last couple of years Parramatta's team in the New South Wales Cup, previously with Mounties. He's involved in that tackle.
What a great story. A lot of players would have given up. There's an error.
You're
Well, Joey,
walking forward,
just on
you're
Dan
taking
Keir
off
while
the
this
march,
scrum's
you're not
packed.
earning it that way.
He was part of the 2016
Clock on.
Australian schoolboys team.
No, Dylan already
He's
pointed
now
it.
the 13th member of that 17 to play in the NRL. Just a couple of names: Zach Lomax, Payne Haas, Reece Robson, Blake Brayley, Sean O'Sullivan and Campbell Graham all in that team.
A couple of them go all right.
They put 50 on England.
Oh, there's
There we go. There's the supporters.
Oh, no trouble there tonight. I love it when you see that. Family and friends, how much it means to everyone.
Brown. Yeah, ducked under a high shot, and this will be a Parramatta penalty.
Yeah, I think it'll be called late here on Arcee. It was Eli Katoa. He was drifting across field. He was putting the pressure on.
Ellie, you're on report. You have to reduce the force.
So it's before that. It's, as you said it, Billy, it was for a player taken out.
There's Katoa on Arcee.
Back here, Ellie. Back here, Harry. Come on, mate.
It's an opportunity here for Parramatta.
Don't be slow down here, go.
The last 4.5 minutes of a highly entertaining and very competitive first half of football. Hands. Now Arcee to Brown. The halves combining again. Gutherson.
great defence there from Jack Howarth. Really smart defence.
Tennessini to Brown. Here's Kia.
Decision. Let go now, Trent.
7 away from the line. Arcee. Brown. Can't get away from Meany. Almost bumped away from him. Grant came in to help. Moretti. Luca Moretti. He'll be stopped. It's the last. At least get a repeat set. Brown to Lane. And they'll turn it over.
Yeah, it's a big part of Jerome Hughes' game. We talk about his kicking, we talk about his attack, but his defence is first class as well. They run the ball on the last tackle here, the Parramatta Eels. And it's Jerome Hughes, the halfback, down low, and a much bigger man close to the line.
Made mention of Den Kia, who's again in that tackle, debuting at 26. Got to remember, look at the career Cody Walker has had after debuting at the same age. Great patience shown. Harry Grant, slowest to get up to play the ball. Hughes, plenty of height on that kick. Good take from Tungo. 2.5 left before the break. Feeling the players can't wait for that halftime siren. The ball has been in play a lot in this first half.
What do you think said at half-time, Billy, by Craig Bellamy?
Yeah, I think just get into the contest. You see how many cycles of the game you can get through. These offloads are certainly hurting the Melbourne Storm. And that's the 10th offload for the Parramatta Eels. So they need to wrap up the football and just create some fatigue in the opposition, and the attack will come.
Stephenson went to take off and then slipped as he reached the Storm defender. There's a kick downfield. Pappenhausen sees an opportunity there to the left. Again, Anderson. But he might be taken into touch here. And he's going to lose the ball anyway. Oh boy, the coach doesn't like that one. It's one of his pet hates, isn't it, Billy?
Well, there's a chance here, and he won't like that at all.
Just over a minute left.
It's good to see some effort from the Eels. Where's this been the last 2 months? I haven't seen it.
Moretti. There's great work there in the end on Anderson, that bottom left of the screen. But here come the Eels late in the half. And there they go as a mistake.
Yeah, speaking of coaches and their chats at half-time, I think Trent Barrett will be really pleased with his team. Although there was an opportunity on that kick return, here's the error. It's the ball out in front a little bit too far for Arcee. But the effort is there. The effort for the kick chase, the effort to hold the player up and create the error. Playing with a bit of spirit here tonight, and Trent Barrett will be proud of that.
They're looking to put a move on here. There's 4 players to the right. It's a 4-on-3, or left I should say, 4-on-3, but Eels' defence is there, and it was quite conservative in the end. 30 seconds left in the half. Munster to Wishart. 3 Eels in the tackle. Effingowie, Kia and Moretti. Munster. Hughes. Here they go. Pappenhausen, lovely pass. Warbrick. Will Warbrick down the touchline. Beats one. And that is a wonderful tackle. Coming across. Hands. Brendan Hands. Penalty. And there will be a sin bin.
Deliberate action. You can't challenge the slope. You cannot challenge it.
He's not holding him.
Clint, you cannot challenge timing of the ruck.
The pass from Pappenhausen, catch pass at speed to Warbrick.
Yep. 2.
So it's going to be, there's a bit of confusion down there. Jake Tungo is the player who's been sin bin.
Should I go?
Brendan Hand said, not me.
Matt, should I go?
Confirmation there that from the referee Liam Kennedy that it is, and there you can see Jake Tungor. They're going to take the 2.
Look at this pass. And watch this move, Warbrick. What's this? Right foot. Great balance. And then Tungor just couldn't help himself. Disappointing end for a great half by the Eels.
Oh. Well, they were never going to die with the football there, the Melbourne Storm. They're always going to attack that last 30 seconds. There's only one more play.
One thing here, Billy Clint Gutherson, he's awake to everything. He's been telling his players, stay awake in case the kick misses and doesn't go dead. There were a few Eels players having a committee meeting.
Munster on the far side is calling for a kick to go right across the field. Nick Mooney's like,
well, it does have to be a genuine attempt to...
We've seen some of the last couple of weeks.
And you don't have to worry about anything else because he's added 2 points. So at the break, in a very competitive first 40 minutes comes to an end. And it's the Storm in front. Melbourne 14, leading the Eels 8.
Munster, Hughes, Pappenhausen in the easy field position.
Underway for the second half on Friday night footy. Parramatta with first use of the football. Often Gowie playing it. Lane. Kia, the debutant. Moretti gets a pass away. This is good.
Harry Grant was called offside. Carbon copy of the first set in the first half.
Off and Gowie. Hands got into dummy half. They go down a short side. RC kicking. That's a good take from Pappenhausen. Billy, will there be a temptation to bring in Suafalongo with Melbourne having the one player advantage early in the second half?
Yeah, look, I don't think that Craig Bellamy will be thinking like that. I think he'll be thinking about taking petrol out of the opposition rather than putting points on the board. And we saw what Suafalongo did in 3 minutes of play last week. He's a very exciting player, but I think right now they just need to work the foundation of their footy. Get through some sets and take some energy out of the opposition.
Russell back there to take that kick inside his own 20. Oh, ran into Munster. Ball finished him off. Stood his ground there, Munster.
Doesn't look to be carrying that groin at all, Bill. Been watching him very close. Some of his movements, he's jumping around.
Yeah, the one thing I noticed in the pre-game, just looking at Cameron Munster, as you see Brown nearly break the line, he looks extremely fit.
They're backpedaling here, the Melbourne Storm. Cartwright, lovely flick pass. Penasini can't get away from Munster. Last tackle. Gutherson, long pass. And, well, penalty because they're all offside.
Dejan Arce then pulled his hands away. He was in position to get that ball.
Penalty's here. You're offside, boys. You're offside. I'm not sitting here and arguing with it. You're offside.
They look the more dangerous team, Joey.
Yeah.
Coming out from half-time, Parramatta. Although they're down to 12 men.
Here we go.
There's already nearly 3 minutes gone in this second half. The longer they have the football for, the less chance the dangerous Melbourne Storm can attack them. Down to you, Freddie.
Now, if you look at the time for the sin bin, Jake Tungor, because Melbourne took a goal kick on half-time, is that time after the 40-minute clock that they took to take the goal kick came off his 10 minutes. Clear as mud.
Thanks, Freddie.
Is Richie Mwanga down there, Freddie?
Just practicing some kicks.
You've spoken about him. Here's Brown. Kia! Oh, it all came unstuck. Munster. It's risky pass away. Sofa Solomona. And an offload, Pappenhausen. Half an opening here for Pappy. And he's wrapped up by his opposite number, Gutherson. Grant didn't play the ball properly.
Well, they're going to challenge this. He sprung to his feet, Pappenhausen.
Okay, understanding, I've said he hasn't played without balance and control. It's a loss. Do you want to challenge? Jerry, have a captain's challenge. Melbourne are challenging the decision of a loss, no balance and control.
He's had a really cool head the last couple of minutes, the referee, Liam Kennedy, the way he's speaking to his players.
He's saying that he didn't get to his feet with balance and control.
Ryan Pappenhausen ball plants before he has risen to his feet. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Yeah, there was a half break there by the Melbourne Storm. It was an offload by Sofa Solomona, and found his fullback and created a half chance through the middle of the field.
Apologies to lip readers at home.
Let's go, Bryce. Come on, mate. You don't need a lock. You don't need a lock. Right, heads in, Ryan. Hold there, Cameron. Ball in.
It's back red zone, and that 21 play the balls. Parramatta. 100% of that lopsided. You've got that field position. You've got to get that scoreboard ticking.
They might be down a player, but they're at the right end of the field here. Again, the Eels. Moretti playing it. Darcy, Brown, Cartwright. No offload there. 11 away from the line. Gutherson going into dummy half. Offengowie inside the 10. Moretti. Luca Moretti playing it on the last. Brown. Put it down. And it's a double knock on.
Here.
There's a real chance there.
Just there. Harry.
12-man attacking point of view. The pass from dummy half was a ripper. Out in front. Got him across about 3 or 4 defenders. Look at that pass to Brown, and then the ball just too far out in front of Gutherson.
Yeah, he wanted Gutherson to run onto that. There was a real chance there. And Jack Howarth, he'd turned his shoulders in, ran into that pass. It's try time for the Eels.
Hughes, Meany, Warbrick. It's opened up for Warbrick. Hughes is on his inside. Does he go to him?
Oh.
And Gutherson makes the tackle.
It was Brown again.
Dylan Brown, great cover.
Melbourne on the front foot, halfway through the set. Hughes on the bounce. Warbrick gets over. Will Warbrick scores.
Well, once again, the Storm go 100 metres after a Parramatta error. We saw in the first half, a couple of opportunities for Parramatta. They didn't take their half chances, make an error, and on the back of the error, the Storm go 100 metres. Harvey Norman replay. Just watch the bottom of the screen. They go away. Look at Dylan Brown, bottom of screen. Look at the hustle. Sprints to the threat. Shuts this one down. Gets in the backfield there, Will Warbrick. And then Jerome Hughes comes back. Ball hits the ground. Goes into Warbrick, and he's a good finisher.
Yeah, pressure always comes from the inside. You see Clint Gutherson, he was at marker. Everyone gravitates towards the football, and Jerome Hughes, he's got the presence of mind to go back to that short side. Warbrick, he was the one that made the line break. Using the football out of their own end.
You hear talking about Origin and big games, you've got to take your moments. And this is what I talk about, the big moments, the half chances. You got to nail your half chances. Parramatta haven't nailed their half chances. And if anything, Melbourne has stopped Parramatta's half chances. And then the Melbourne Storm, they nail their half chances. You cannot miss those half chances.
Yeah, just watch the pressure here coming from the inside. You know, Gutherson at marker, he chases the ball. And that's where the space comes.
Meany from out wide. Struck it okay, off the upright and over. So we're about to go 13 on 13. Melbourne Storm scoring that one Will Warbrick try in the period of play that Jake Tungle was off the field. Eels restart play here at CommBank, trailing now by 2 converted tries. There's some stirring defence. That's brilliant stuff.
That's incredible.
Wow. From the kickoff, forcing the kick returner back in the in goal.
There's a bit of push and shove in the in goal as well.
There's Luca Moretti and Big Nelson. Yeah. I reckon in the back of Luca Moretti's mind he's going, thank God he can't punch me. Yeah, here he goes, watch, bit of carry on.
The debutant, Dan Keir, he's in there as well. He's the one that holds him up. Offengowie. And get their legs moving.
We're going.
That's a big play by Parramatta.
Let's go.
Push.
Stay inside here.
Moretti against the Sofa Solomona is like Rocky against Ivan Drago. Rocky 4. And this will be a play the ball to the Eels.
It's fun out here. You want to play here?
The Eels, a committee meeting there. Liam Kennedy says to Bryce Cartwright, go, and he does. Round short to Moretti. Nelson's in there, they're driving him back, along with the arrow. Brown, trying to accelerate. And Munster's got the 1-on-1 steal, has he? No, he just missed out. Set restart for the Eels. Offengowie. He stopped a couple of metres away from the line. Brown. RC. Held up the pass. Now was touched by a Storm player, and this will be 6 more tackles, will it? And they'll bring it back because there's no advantage. It went backwards about 20 metres, so there'll be a scrum feed here for the Eels.
Yeah, the rushing Melbourne Storm defence. It was Jerome Hughes that came out of the line. And he comes out at RC. He had his hands in the air. He was saying he didn't touch the ball.
Okay.
You just watch that rushing defence on that right-hand side. They're going to challenge this, are they? Or...
All right, it is head-to-head contact, but he rushes out of the line, so he has to have onus. It's on report. There's a penalty here.
Okay.
You've rushed out of the line and made head-to-head contact.
What happens if he runs the ball?
But I don't leave. Harry, he runs out of the line. This one, Tony.
They're saying head-to-head contact here by Hughes.
That's a penalty here. That's enough, boys.
There's a penalty now to Parramatta, so the bunker getting involved. Plenty to analyse there. We'll stay with the play. Jerome Hughes on report. Offengowie playing it inside the 10. Hands to Brown. Cartwright. Sofa Solomona and Grant the tackle. Pass to Offengowie. Offengowie with an offload, but Liam Kennedy had called held.
Let's go, Joe. Play it.
He'll play the ball.
Don't balk it, mate. Just play the ball.
Okay, so he balked. We'll come back. We'll go again. Kia. Stop the 1.5 meters away from the line. Hands. Brown flies it past the arse. He goes short. Lane is wrapped up. Last play. Darcy kicks quickly, and there to save the day is Munster for the Storm. Another dropout coming.
Yeah, he got crunched the play before, Dijon Arcee, and then comes up with a beautiful play, bounces back to his feet and forces Munster to just bat it over the dead ball line.
Just make sure you're
You'd think Pappenhausen, he'll go short here again.
Downside. Oh, they're following me.
He's going the other side.
Downside.
Deciding to go to Will Warbrick. Why wouldn't you? And he's not going to get there. Parramatta have got it. And they cracked this Melbourne Storm defence for the first time in the second half. Nelson Asofa-Solomona coming from the fields. Look at that. Inside the opposition 20. 32-1 in favour of Parramatta. Camp down Melbourne's end of the ground. Now Madison to Offengowie. And Offengowie stands in the tackle, plays the ball. It's the last. Oh, and the Storm have got it.
And that's what happens when you haven't got your dominant halfback out there calling the shots. Other players go outside their lanes. If Mitchell Moses was out there, Ryan Madison wouldn't dare try to kick that ball. And we've seen it, the Broncos, when Adam Reynolds is back in the team, everything changes. You haven't got that dominant playmaker. See how it affects the team.
That's the frustration when you've had 34 play the balls inside that 20 and you're still struggling to score points. And with the 2 tries, as Wishart throws a dummy, finds some space.
And then finds Grant, who goes wide to Katoa. He gets an offload away. The offload starting to come now for the Storm. Pappenhausen to Warbrick.
He moves nice, Billy. Warbrick, really well balanced.
Yeah, he's a big athlete.
Crossfield kick from Jerome Hughes. Penasini well positioned.
Yeah, obviously being down at Melbourne, you've seen Will Warbrick's development over the last couple of years. And it took about 12 months to really understand the game. He didn't play a whole heap of rugby league. Obviously come from rugby, and in particular the rugby sevens. Been well documented his time at the Olympics for New Zealand, but he's really developed into one of the top line wingers in our game.
Six minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time. Parramatta playing it now. 10 short of halfway on the last.
I'm looking at the stats. 57% of possession. We've highlighted how many play the balls Parramatta have had in the attacking area. And the Storm are still up by 12 points. Defensively, they are just incredible play. They just so much trust in each other and the systems in which they're coached. It's an incredible play. And you think over the years the players were retired, the greatest players we've seen. There's no rebuild. There's no such thing as a rebuild in Melbourne. Amazing.
Grant scheming. Couldn't find Wishart. Does find Pappenhausen though. Last play. Hughes goes high to the air. Let's have a look at the contest. It's play on here. King, Munster, the no-look pass. Oh, and couldn't get onto the ball. Penasini.
Josh King got that ball. Last week we saw him do a grubber kick. And not only grubber kick, he shaped it off the outside of his boot. I'm sure in the back of his mind he was like,
50, clock on.
Here's my time again.
Come on, boys, over here.
Here's my time again. Will Penasini couldn't help himself. Looking to pick the ball up and go 80. To his credit, he goes and gets the crumbs.
Well, they've got to shake the disappointment off here, Parramatta. It's a really dangerous period. They've worked really hard in the first 16 minutes of this second half. The scoreline 20 points to 8. Melbourne on the attack with the strike they've got on their side. This is a dangerous period.
Hughes.
Or maybe not.
Goodness me.
Special effort here from Sean Lane. Just watch the big back rower, the way he sprints from the scrum to put pressure on Jerome Hughes. Now, if he doesn't have that gut-busting effort, I have no doubt they score. Watch Sean Lane. Watch him sprint and continues to sprint. Puts pressure on, a bit of a push in the back, forces the error. Well done. That was a special effort.
The 2024 Telstra Women's Premiership has returned better than ever. Don't miss a second of the action as 10 teams compete over 9 epic rounds of action-packed footy. Secure your seats today at nrl.com/tickets. NRLW, unmissable.
Wasn't it a great game last night?
Terrific
Knights and the Roosters. Some desperate defence by the Knights.
Defence needed here from Melbourne as Parramatta looking to up the intensity. Tungle goes into dummy half. It is the last play. Hands with a kick. Brown chasing it. Oh! Is that a Falcon?
20.
Atomic foul.
Coming out to the 20.
Onside. In the middle.
Independent doctor might look at this. This might be HIA. Doink.
Yep.
He's been good, Dylan Brown, tonight. He's been really good. Competed hard. A couple of those breaks, he sprinted from his side of the field, the opposite side. He's had a real crack.
Munster. Speaking of the NRLW, action continues right across the weekend, including tomorrow, Sharks v Cowboys. And then Brisbane take on Parramatta. We're on air from 10:30 tomorrow on 9. Hughes goes short. Katoa inside pass. Wishart under the post. Beautiful to watch.
He's really developed his career down at Melbourne, Ali Katoa, and just have a look at the movement of the class players around him. They attract the defenders. It's Ryan Pappenhausen sweeping out the back. Harvey Norman replay. Hughes gets the ball, and he's got his star fullback out the back. That creates the diversion for Katoa. And Tyron Wishart, he's always moving his feet like Harry Grant in the first half. He's just pushing through the middle. But beautiful ball playing by Jerome Hughes. Everyone does their job. Ali Katoa finds himself in the space. And then Wishart, he's the beneficiary.
Well, this is the difference between the Melbourne Storm and most other clubs. They've made 78 more tackles. They're under fatigue. They've repelled Parramatta. We've showed the Westpac red zone how much ball they've had. Parramatta. He's got the guns out. Pretty happy there, Wishy. But under fatigue, they get some attacking football. And Billy said they all do their job. They all follow their structures, but the timing is perfect. And it's not a fluke. Well, I'll ask you about it, Bill. How much work is done, repetition about this sort of stuff?
Well, it's getting the simple plays done right. Do the simple plays right. Forget about the big plays. It's the simple ones done right with good detail. And it's doing it under fatigue.
What a season.
Line.
What a season Wishart's had. Hasn't he had a season?
Here's the conversion from right in front. $26 points to 8. The Melbourne Storm putting a gap between themselves and the Eels.
When you're ready, mate.
Quarter of the game
Stand
left.
side. Come on.
Parramatta fight back. Kamakamita. he won't be forced back into the in-goal area. That's what happened after the last try. So there we go, confirmation tomorrow of our NRLW doubleheader on Jet 9 Gem tomorrow. Sharks v Cowboys. Mentioned last night in the coverage that many are expecting big things from the Sharks in this NRLW campaign. Such an even competition, a terrific competition, but here's the Melbourne Storm in full flight. Called forward.
Yeah, correct call.
Where do you want it?
Ball went forward just a little bit. Once again, falling into their structures.
50, clock on.
Eli Katoa's not happy. The ball goes forward. He catches and passes. The ball just floats forward.
Yeah, nice read by Tungle on the end of the line. Had to make that play. And looking a lot more fluent with the football now. And Tyron Wishart playing in the middle of the field, playing like that ball playing lock forward.
Clock off, head down. Yeah, hurry up here. Hold there. Ball in. Hold. Right. Cameron, money ball. Ready, boys. Hurry.
Parramatta inside Melbourne's territory. Campbell Gillard wrapped up by Kamikamitha. There's a short ball to Moretti from Madison. Well read by the Storm defence. And Madison. Katoa and King in the tackle for Melbourne. Here's the last. Gutherson. Kick. Anderson's there. He'll get back in the field of play here. He does. Well done, Grant Anderson. Quite a few. Oh, there's a strong tackle. We've seen quite a few Try July celebrations tonight, and one of the beneficiaries of Try July is Tony Hunt, the former Broncos NRLW player who has her own health battles at the moment. And Harry Stelly, who's the team manager for the Broncos NRLW team, tells me that she will be presenting the jerseys to the Broncos team tomorrow, Tony Hunt. That's a nice touch. And this is a nice kick from Hughes for Warbrick. Oh, the Eels have got it.
Oh, that was great play. Backed himself with a kick, and then who else? Gutherson sprints across, sees the threat, and puts his body on the line. Well, that epitomises the player he's been his whole career.
Well, that's the definition of putting your body on the line, Joey. He knew he was going to get crunched there by a bigger man, but he knew his team needed him, and then had the presence of mind to offload the football.
Last play here for Parramatta. 16 minutes left. Cartwright kicking. Pappenhausen's there. Oh, and he stays alive. Pappenhausen. Now that was stripped out. It'll be play on here for the Melbourne Storm. Grant goes to Hughes. Unfortunate there, Melbourne. Warbrick.
Now we're just over 15 minutes to go in this game. Melbourne used 5 interchanges. Big Lazarus has gone on the field. Still Su'Falongo yet to be used off the bench.
Lazarus Vaalepu. Second NRL game.
You have to be big if you name Lazarus.
Here's Lazarus Vaalepu. Named after the religious Lazarus or the rugby league Lazarus?
Well, he's half as good as the rugby league Lazarus. You're fine. He was an absolute freak, Glenn Lazarus.
Pappenhausen with a kick.
He should be 3 different clubs, Glenn Lazarus. Yeah.
Canberra, Brisbane and Melbourne. Lazarus Lepu, another player, Joey and Billy, has been patient, waiting for his opportunity, and earned the opportunity at Melbourne after some good years at the Sunshine Coast Falcons in the Host Bus Cup in Queensland. Training trial contract and impressed Craig Bellamy and those at the Melbourne Storm.
Well, his attitude must be spot on, because you don't get a start at the Melbourne Storm unless your attitude's top notch.
Meany with a tackle there on Talangi. Brown kicking. Plenty of height on that one, Dylan Brown. Pappenhausen takes it. Melbourne coming out of their own ends. Here we go, ball's been in play a lot. Coming up to 5 minutes, Joey.
This time of the game, the ball's in that stage. Some of the big boys around the middle, susceptible to any footwork or a change of angles. Any offload around the middle of the field cause havoc.
King playing it. Pappenhausen. Offloads, Grant, Hughes. Hughes almost snuck through.
Big tackle again, Sean Lane.
Munster boosts that one downfield. Sean Russell thought about really attacking that one and then saw it was awkward in flight. It was floating down to him. Recovered to get past his own 10. Lussick on the field for Parramatta. This is unbelievable, isn't it? This late stage of the game, ball being in play for so long.
Just suffocating.
Here we go. We've hit 6 minutes. We're going from one side of the field to the other. Penasini wrapped up by Howard. Pappenhausen with a juggle. And a long pass. And breaking free is Warbrick. And Pappenhausen's followed up his pass and he doesn't find him. Must owe him a coffee or a beer or something.
He might have to work his left to right passing.
Now this will be play on. It was touched by an Eel. We saw a shot there of Suafar Longo's about to come on the field. That's all you want after the ball's been in play for 7 minutes. Kamakamita.
Oh, his ankle tapped Dylan Brown.
Tripped over fresh air.
Munster drifting, looking for a runner. Finds a runner in Katoa. He finds Pappenhausen. Oh, they're good to watch. The Melbourne Storm. And their number one scores a try.
Yeah, it's a dangerous recipe when you've got fatigue mixed with class. And you see Munster, when he drifted across the field, Harvey Norman replay, he finds Eli Katoa and Ryan Pappenhausen. He was looming up on his outside.
Ryan Pappenhausen.
Well, the way he accelerated into that play, you remember a couple of plays before, he had a 50-metre sprint. Just watch where he comes from. Munster plays short, and look at the acceleration. He accelerates, gets himself between the defenders and his own player. He sees the threat, Munster gets across field and sprints into that space. The scary thing is they got another gear in Melbourne. Wow, this is scary.
There's the conversion.
I told Harry long.
32 points to 8. Melbourne eventually taking control of the contest with 10 minutes to go.
When you're ready, Clint, stand side.
Maguire still here enjoying the footy.
Come on.
Kamakamita. Suafar Longo's on the field for Melbourne. Took a little while to gain control of this contest. You can see there they've scored the last 4 tries. Parramatta led the game twice.
Just Jack Howarth, he looks a player and a half. As you said, Bill, he's huge raps as a schoolboy. It's taken him a while. They've been patient with him, the Melbourne Storm, but he looks a player.
That's the one thing they do down there. You certainly earn your opportunities. He hasn't been played before his time. And you can see he's doing the little things right. A lot of the defensive side of the game. He's getting that right first.
This could be play on. No, it won't be.
And then this way. Hand over.
Knock on. It'll be a
hand
handover. Parramatta ball.
Back here. Lazarus, back here. Let's go, Clint.
So with Suafar Longo coming on the field, he's defending on the left wing. That means Jack Howarth, he's defending at right back row. So there's been a reshuffle in the defensive line. I'd imagine Sewell would go and roam around in the middle of the field when the Storm get the ball.
8 minutes left. There's a step from Brown. Dylan Brown finds Cartwright. He tried to produce the basketball pass over the top. Longo passes when it looked like.
Well, Longo, he looks like a video game. He was going that fast then. You sometimes watch Reece Walsh play, and he's on a different speed. Longo got that ball there. There was steam coming out of his boots.
Well, he was on the left wing, and then he picked the ball up on the right-hand side of the field.
It's not the old days if you found a cheat code on your Nintendo or go way back to an Atari. Hughes, inside pass. Kick there from Hughes. And Parramatta have got it.
Charge that ball down there, Gutherson.
Yep.
Once again, some effort by the captain. But
the set going.
The set play, the outside-inside play.
Have a look at this. Bottom right of your screen.
Straight out.
Two tackles left in this set for Parramatta. Lane wrapped up. Now it's the last. High kick. Brown chasing for Parramatta. He got a catch on it, threw it out the back, and the Storm have been able to clean up. Anderson there it was. How far longer? Pappenhausen winning the dummy half.
Can you remember the Fijian rugby sevens player, Sarevi?
Yes.
Whaia movements are exactly the same. The way he dances and does that half goose step. Exactly the same. Forward.
A long way forward.
Just watch the skill here of Big Nelson. The way he comes into the line and double pumps. Double pumps to his man on the outside and then plays out the back. This is something a halfback would be proud of. Watch him catch the ball, watch it does to the defence. Catch, double pump, and play out the back. Is Nelson been going to halfback world or something? Halfback school.
Halfback world.
Hang on.
Where's that?
Halfback world. Tell us about halfback world, Joey.
Are you the principal of halfback world?
Trust me, when you go there, you don't come back normal.
So at halfback world, is there like an Andrew Johns land, a Alan Langer land?
There's an Elfie land. Don't worry about that.
I'll tell you what, there's no mobile phones there.
Lussick to dummy half. Brown. Tennessini. Halfway through this attacking set. Lussick to go to the short side. Cartwright, flick past Russell, try. He's got a double. Sean Russell with a late one for the Eels.
Well, keep your eye on Bryce Cartwright here. He's tipping to his dummy half, Lussick. Tipping to him, he looks up, comes out, little flick, and then the one-arm flick. You can see the vision and the talent there of Cartwright. Harvey Norman replay. He sees the one marker, overcalls him, and Lussick just dresses it up enough where he goes to the open where the marker has to chase. Watch 20. Munster chases and just opens up that corridor and gets the 2-on-1. Smart play. Bryce Cartwright, really smart play.
Yeah, you see Grant Anderson, he's the Melbourne Storm player on one leg. He's been limping around for the last little bit. And Bryce Cartwright, just that little flick out the back. Suafalongo 2-on-1. They've kept fighting here, the Eels.
There's the vision of Sean Russell's second try tonight. Gutho kicking. Clint Gutherson. Looking to convert. And he drives it right between the posts. NRLW footy is back right here on 9. Coming up on Saturday, we'll kick it all off from 10:30 with the NRLW wrap. Live from PointsBet Stadium before the Sharks take on the Cowboys. Then we head straight to Suncorp with the Broncos taking on the Eels from 10:30 tomorrow on 9 Gem and 9 Now. It'll be a great day of footy tomorrow. We've got a rugby league triple header for you on Sunday.
When you're ready, Nick, let's go, mate.
And just throw in the Olympic Games as well, which follows the footy from Paris. And on Sunday, our NRLW doubleheader, Dragons v Titans. That one on Go. Tigers v Raiders. And then at Suncorp for a very important clash for the home side, the Dolphins up against the Titans. The Queensland Derby, that game is on 9 from 3:30 on Sunday afternoon. The NRL right throughout the Olympics will remain on 9. Is Gutherson. Eels keeping it alive. 2 minutes remaining. Last play. Kicks over the head there. Pappenhausen, he was almost willing that one to go with a touch. Well, there's a risky pass. They're in their own and goal area. Now back in the field of play. You want far longer to get the ball here, don't you, Joey?
Yep.
And kick it.
Would the coach want him to do that?
No.
Look at that, 39-1. That's not a misprint. David Middleton hasn't made an error since 1963. 39-1. Play the balls inside the opposition 20. They've owned the Westpac red zone, but not the scoreboard.
They've owned it defensively. Put in a whole heap of effort. I'm sure Craig Bellamy will want them to improve some parts of their game. He'll find them throughout the week, but the effort defensively on their try line, it's been first class.
Inside the last minute of play. The effort has been there from the Eels tonight. They've been outclassed by a quality team. Campbell Gillard. Ooh, penalty.
Let you mark. No,
Melbourne
Regan's
had
in front.
a play
No.
at the ball after the call of Hells. A fine touch, and we'll have time for one final play. Penasini with the tap. He kicks over the top. Farlongo bounces over the top of Farlongo, and eventually it's tapped dead by Ryan Pappenhausen, and that will be full time. The competition leaders, the Melbourne Storm, flexing their muscle tonight. They increase their lead at the top of the NRL ladder with victory over the Parramatta Eels. A force to be reckoned with in 2024, the Melbourne Storm. Full time, Melbourne 32, Eels 14.